is going to be a great day. I am Nikki G, your host, and welcome to the Lone Doctrine, the food for thought exploration station, and your place in making today better than yesterday. As we dive deeper into this month's topic of keeping our mind on the right track, I like to venture out and explore what Zen Habits calls white spaces. If you're just tuning in with us, here at the Lone Doctrine is your exploration station. As your host, I'm constantly on the exploration of learning, experiencing, and being as transparent as possible in finding all the which, what, why ways of making today better than yesterday. So let's dive in. Space is the breath of art. The principles of white space. Some of the things white space accomplishes in design is greater legibility, feeling of luxury, breathing room and balance, and more emphasis. These same concepts can translate into our lives. Clarity instead of legibility. White space can give clarity to the things in our lives, whether they're possessions, projects, tasks, or just things that occupy our time and attention. A nice piece of furniture is more beautiful when it's not surrounded by clutter. A well-prepared piece of food is more tasty when it's not smothered in sauces and piled with fries and cheese, although that can be good too. A presentation is more effective when we don't use PowerPoint and have only a few points to make. Peace. When our lives are cramped and our homes and workspaces are cluttered, we feel stressed. When we have fewer things on our schedule and fewer things around us, we feel peaceful. Breathing room and balance. Many people talk about finding work-life balance, but this is very hard to do if you have no white space. Leave space between things to find the breathing room you need and to easier achieve balance. Emphasis on the important. When our days are nonstop busy, everything is important and nothing is important. But put white space between these things, and those things acquire more weight, and we place more importance on each individual thing. So how do we achieve white space? In theory, achieving white space isn't difficult. You remove non-essential items from your life, your workday, your surroundings, your possessions, and leave the essential items with space around them. But of course, in practice, it's a bit different and requires experimentation, learning, and practice. I've suggested starting small with one area of your life and making small bits of white space. Start by identifying what's important and then slowly remove the non-essential things to create the white space. Here's some ideas. Breathe. Simply take a couple minutes between tasks, meetings, anything that you do to just breathe. After a meeting, for example, return to your desk and just sit for a couple minutes, focusing on your breath going in and out. When you get home, pause and breathe. When you're done with the task on the computer, close everything and breathe before you start on the next task. This creates space between tasks and allows you to focus on each one. Scheduling. Don't overschedule. Leave space on your schedule between tasks instead of putting things back to back. The space gives you time to go between tasks, to recover, to refocus, and to breathe. Projects. Do fewer projects at a time. Instead of juggling a bunch of projects at once, try to do one for as long as you can before switching to the next. Sometimes you need to switch because you're waiting on information or on someone else to do something. If you can, take a short break between each project as long as you can afford. Sit. Start your day with white space of just sitting still for 10 minutes. It can be a meditation session or simply sitting with a cup of coffee or tea. If you like this, try putting it in the middle and the end of your day as well. Remove clutter. Pick a few important things on your desk or in your home and remove the rest. This will give you visual space and create a more peaceful atmosphere. And savor. Slow down and savor everything you eat, everything you do. Breathe before you take each bite and enjoy each moment. So what do you think about this concept of white space? Let us know. Join our like page on Facebook at Lone Doctrine and share your thoughts and your stories and your concepts. We hope to create a place where we can support each other's food for thought in this so-called thing called life. All we have is now, and I'll leave you with this quote. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. We hope to see you on our like page and keep fighting the good fight.